This is actually probably one of my favorite soundtracks, actually, of the entire Gallop Racer OST. Be on the lookout for something special for that, by the way, in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, we're back. Told you guys, I'm trying to get to the Dream Cup, Dream Series, whatever. And we still have so much progress to make. But the list is being downsized slowly but surely. Whispering Gold, the only double S horse amongst our younger bunch. I mean, with good reason, by Gentle House out of Chasing Hearts. I did not, you know what? I can't say I didn't expect him to be this good. It's like, this is usually the case with Chasing Hearts. Like, she just produces, like, the best horses. Man, for her to be our first broodmare, remember that, into the Hall of Fame that we could retire. That allowed us the extra breeding and all that, right? So, Chasing Hearts is, like, really, really, in terms of all the broodmares we've probably used on this channel, she might be the most important one, hypothetically. Because in this file, she's given us some of our best horses, by far. And I'm glad you guys have been a part of the journey for that. So, of course, all the 5-year-olds, Double S, Angel Hearts, Glam Queen, Lockwood, and Marksman. Man, it just... You know, the thing that is kind of bittersweet about this game, when you have horses for a certain period of time and you're just racing them and you're not paying attention to their age as much, right? Especially when you have this many horses on a file. It's kind of bittersweet to see that, you know, yeah, they are aging, essentially. Angel Hearts. I remember when this guy was 3 years old, and I know he was going to be a grade 1 winner, and look, 9 grade 1s to his name, 13 wins out of 17 starts. Same thing with Glam Queen here. She's been... Gosh, she hasn't finished worse than second. 15 finishes in the top 2. 12 wins, 5 grade 1s. And she's on a winning streak as we speak. So, you know what I mean? But it was clear with her a couple of years. I mean, as soon as she was a 2-year-old, right? We knew that, okay, she was going to be on the money. Angel Heart, same thing. Lockwood, we knew he had potential. I thought it was a little bit of a slower grind with him. But 16 finishes in the top 3 out of 20 lifetime starts with 6 grade 1s again. And I think I'm going to retire him soon anyways. I think we're racing him in his farewell grade 3, so... And last but not least, Marksman. Kind of the same deal with Lockwood, except Marksman did look a little bit more questionable. I remember I considered just letting this horse go because I didn't know if he was going to turn into anything. And look, he's not terrible because he, at his peak, I think his power was 90 plus, so... Temper and response being high, the speed, stamina, like at his peak, Marksman had everything in the yellow for the most part except for the heart rating for a very short period of time. So as a sire, we're not getting any bad horses from this guy. We shouldn't be. I'm not saying we're getting superstars, but he's the type of sire that could produce superstars for us, right? Bears, not ideal, but again, I've been passing that trait down for generations at this point, and again, it's not stopping us from having grade 1 winning racehorses. So I'm just that trainer that says, hey, the horse is okay and in good condition, not affecting our race, what is there to worry about? Right? It's just my philosophy. But this list is being downsized though, but keep in mind the 2-year-olds are going to be here before we know it, and we'll address them later. We have a bunch of grade 1s here today. Grade 2s, like it's stacked. Golden Oaks are going to kick us off with Heart of Stone. This 3-year-old filly by Gentle House out of Chasing Hearts, who I've been talking about what feels like for 4 episodes straight, deservingly so. 6 finishes in the top 3 out of 7 lifetime starts, no grade 1s yet. She just finished second in that Cherry Cup. We just missed out. What was it, by a nose or a neck, something like that? So, still don't know her stamina, her power. Those are pretty important. But, yeah, she's got a tall task here today in the Golden Oaks, 12 furlongs, and on top of that, Happy Feather's a pretty good horse. Mary Culture, now that's not a horse I'm expecting to lose to, and we're going against Going for Gold, who hasn't beat us, but has been competitive, to say the least. So this is a horse that could beat us at the right time. And I'm curious how she'll perform at this 12 furlong Golden Oaks. So that's kicking off the card. We have the grade 2 here with Rock Your Hurricane. And looking to really prove ourselves with him on the grade 2 campaign the rest of his year. Here, Desert Runner, pretty much the same thing, getting him ready for grade 1s. This is finally a step up from open allowances we've been running with him. So grade 2 finally. Almost at his peak, he's ready to go. Really excited to pick this guy up in the shop, in the market. I thought he looked like a good horse to use for potential breeding, especially when you look at the stamina. Come on, look at the distance, look at the growth type, look at the feel, the heart, the power. I mean, yeah, he's really not a bad horse. Obviously, he's S ranked. He's supposed to be good, but that temper is not ideal for me. I don't like a horse with a bad temper rating unless it's non-problematic. If I'm taking a ride with one, if they're a newer horse, which I've been doing recently, that's different. But in general, if it's a horse I'm racing on consistently, yeah, I like the temper rating to be higher. But again, this is my horse, not something I'm going to stress about. But yeah, Desert Runner, pretty excited to use him later down the line. Whether he's a horse I may just get 1 or 2 foals from, and then I keep him around to produce in-game competitive horses. Because imagine, guys, look at this. He could produce in-game AI horses for us that we could let go, not race, that would probably have some insane endurance. That would be awesome. Imagine racing against one of your horses that you guys name. I'll look at the spreadsheets later, but imagine taking one of those names, putting it on one of those AI horses, let's say from Desert Runner, and we have no idea. This horse blitzes us, let's say, by 5 lengths in the end, and we're like, what the bleep? And come to find out, it's a Desert Runner baby with insane endurance. Wouldn't that be cool to kind of have a little bit more immersion into this this file and this playthrough? Like I said, I think it's going to be worth it. I don't know how long it'll take before we start getting those horses, but I'm excited for that. So he's up in the grade 2. Phoenix Rising, a 3-year-old filly. Testing her into grade 1. I think she's ready. And yeah, she's been on a winning streak, Phoenix Rising. By Gentle House out of Black Ruby. Still 2 abilities to know. Quite a number of things unknown. But yeah, Phoenix Rising. Here she is. She reminds me of a horse we've used before, but I can't put my finger on it quite yet. And she's almost at her peak, so this is pretty much her at her best. We'll win grade 1s with her for a short period of time. I'd be shocked if she was a consistent grade 1 winning horse, but because Black Ruby has been a little up and down as a broodmare for me, so I don't know. It may be promises she'll be up. She's got a tall task here. Obvious Melody, Nervous Souls are 2 good horses. By Gentle House out of Free Fear. This 3-year-old filly, she also has a tall task. Beautiful gal, as they all are. It may be promises. But I felt much better with her, I think, in that last race. Despite the result that we win. Yeah, we won that grade 2. So I've been feeling better with her. I was nervous she wasn't going to be a good racehorse at all as a 2-year-old. But, yeah, she's come into form. Flying Home, we know the deal with her. Okay. 12 finishes in the top 14. Lifetime starts, 6 grade 1s. A little bit of a slumper with her as of late, though. Yeah, 2 races I was supposed to win and I didn't, so I need to focus up here in this Regal Stakes, Long Beach. Should be a win. And the last one, at least, Revenge, will be capping off in the Dublin Gold Cup. And he's been in good form. Dropped that Winter Grand Prix last year by a little bit. Can't even tell you really what happened. But came back, grade 3, Mississippi Handicap. You won that pretty clearly, so that was a nice tune-up. I think he's ready to go. Toyota Corolla here has no chance. Smooth Angel, possibly. Scotch-type Nervous Angel. These are horses I'm looking at. Not saying Corolla isn't a good horse, but 58 speed in a 10.5 furlong race, in 22 field, 30 power. Past your prime? Yeah, I didn't mistake saying that about... And no shade to Toyota Corollas, because I used to have one. And they're freaking... If you take care of them, they're very, very long-standing, reliable cars. If your Toyota Corolla did not last long for you, then that is just bad luck. But in this case, in this game, yeah, that horse doesn't have much of a chance. Newman, who are you challenging me with? Mellow Signal. Oh gosh, I don't even know why I entertain these. I do this every couple of months. There's no point. I know there's still horses I could be unlocking, though. I have to remember that, but I don't know, man. There's... You know what? I may start accepting those. I may. But it can't mess up, like, what we have going on. That's the problem. Like, the fact that you can lose a horse because you win the race and win your goal, but you lose the jockey challenge, like, it's so annoying. It's really stupid. But anyways, we're moving on to the Golden Oaks here, 12 furlongs to kick off the card. Heart of Stone. And our former stablemate going for gold at post position 2 right next to us. Heart of Stone's race to win, in my opinion. Who's the favorite? Not going for gold. Wow. Sorry about that. I was just saying that. I didn't really think she'd actually be the favorite today. And again, no shade. I think she would have been a good horse had I had more time with her. But again, like, just couldn't figure her out in the beginning. And then just, that was it. Because I can't request a ride from her anymore. Like, I definitely had her and lost her. So something about her riding style that just didn't suit me. But again, this is good. This is good competition. If she's the favorite, if she wins this, that'd be awesome. I don't know if any of our horses that we've lost or have let go, like going for gold in this game, I don't know if any of them have actually won a grade 1. Grade 2s and grade 3s, sure. Grade 1? I don't think so. Going for gold. Could she be going for gold today in the Golden Oaks to beat us? The good thing is we have a goal of winner place, so I don't have to win, but gotta beat the former stablemate here. Heart of Stone, I think she's ready. Let's go.
The horses are on the track.
All right, here we go. Yeah, Heart of Stone definitely has the power of Gentle House, but my goodness, does a lot of her, the more I race her, she's starting to feel like chasing hearts again. Oh, man, it's the one great thing about this game. You can still feel some of your older horses right in your newer ones. It makes that replay value just that much sweeter. So here we go with Heart of Stone, the Golden Oaks, going for gold out to a good start. So we want to make sure we stay behind her. Pretty much want to tail her. Is she a front runner though? See, I don't know her leg type. So yeah, we want to follow going for gold most of this race, to be honest. She's the favorite. She's the one we got to stalk anyways. For this 12 furlong, fillies only competition, and did not want that horse to overtake, but you know what? It's okay. We'll settle here. Heart of Stone. 11-6, 12 flat there. Those fractions. 12-3, slowing it down a bit. Who's leading? That is Flaring Love, and you know, I always think there's not enough space for them to do that, and it always ends up being just enough space. I really have to like work on that. That's such a bad habit of mine, and I just don't care to fix it, honestly. Oh, no, I'll fix it. Okay, so I wanted to be where going for gold is, but this is okay.
5 furlongs to go.
It's not ideal, but it's alright. We have to suspect that... I don't know why they're running single file like this, though. That's annoying, but here we are. It's Gallop Racer.
This is where the race is won.
I'm just waiting, poised with Heart of Stone. We're waiting for our opportunity, so she's waiting to go. And we're in the center. And we're gonna go. Go, my girl. We gotta go. I don't know who that was trying to close us. There is contact, but like literally was drifting into me. Did not need to happen. Hopefully that does not ruin our race. Heart of Stone, she's got a long way to go on this rough, but she's got a great ride. Going for gold. She's going for it. There's the grid of Heart of Stone. Come on, baby. She's got to go for it. A furlong left. Oh, what a race. No. That contact may have ruined us. And we're not going to get there. Oh, going for gold. She gets a little bit upset at the end, and we're just going to pull ahead to maybe finish second. Please tell me. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. And going for gold almost won it. Flaring Love made it happen. Race on rough contact. Oh, gosh. As usual, there's always a race I want back at some point in these episodes, and that's one of them. Sure, someone could say you should have moved to the inside a little bit sooner. It's racing, man. The lane looked clear, did it not? And then the horse, like, flare, like whoever that was literally started to drift into us. And for some reason I forgot Heart of Stone bad toughness rating 46, right? So yeah, she's not going to handle that and bump off of it. That's like, come on guys, we've all watched races where that happens and then the horse just can't rally back to win. That's exactly what happened there. I have to decompress there because we're up with Rocky Hurricane in this America. JC Stakes going 11.5 furlongs. We have a slight handicap, 5 pounds extra. We're third favorite. And man, that's so frustrating. Because Heart of Stone definitely was in a position to win that race, right? I thought the momentum was there. The drive was there. Hats off to Going for Gold. I was a little bit nervous she was actually going to get it done. I'm like, whoa. And excited at the same time to watch that happen. And she just tired out at the end. I think that was Bears, right? That looked like Bears. She started to just kind of, I don't know what you call it, but she just started pulling to the left there. So, oh man, that's, gosh, so badly. Because not only did we not win, we didn't hit our goal, most importantly, because the 10 horse just got us at the end. Like, and the stamina is not an excuse. We didn't run hard at all. So, you know, it's frustrating. There's Rocky Hurricane right there at the bottom of the screen, the 9 there. That's our guy. Yeah, that's just, gosh, talk about having your race ruined by another horse, legitimately. Not even like blocking the lane, but seriously, that contact ruined us. I guarantee you, had we been able to roll off that corner with no contact, we would have won that race or at least finished second. So, yeah, that's a race I desperately have to redeem ourselves and Chasing Hard from, but man, I felt like I was a victim of the conditions there. I'm not even gonna make an excuse. And Rocky Hurricane's still not at his peak yet, so this is good. I feel every time I get a little bit nervous with him, I have to remind myself again, he's not at his peak yet. These 3 stats of stamina, braking, and tempo from top to bottom, they'll be in the 70s at his peak. Power's not good, won't be great. Gentle House and, Golden Boy and Free Fear. I was gonna say I have to start running him on dirt, which is why I'm starting him today in this grade too. Because yeah, power rating is not great for turf. You might be better suited for dirt. Tough task here today with the handicap. Dancing Opera we have to go get, as well as the favorite, who is Mellow Signal, ridden by Newman. Hence why I didn't really want to accept the challenge. No shade to Rocky Hurricane, but again, we just lost that race. That race is the prime example of what could happen with an additional jockey challenge to beat them. And they are they're pretty good in this game. You don't win every single race in every year of your Gallop Racer playthrough. If you do, then you're a madman or a madwoman, and you know what? I salute you, because what else am I supposed to say? But to the average player, right, we're not winning every single one of our races, so, you know, I don't want to take that risk, man. It's too high of a risk to take. Like, imagine the game took Heart of Stone away from that result. Could you imagine if that happened? We're not redoing it. That would hurt me so much. I really wouldn't even be able to talk about it. I'd be like, we're letting it go after this episode, and we're not coming back to it. Whenever we race against Heart of Stone, we're just going to treat it as whatever. That's how I would handle that situation if I lost her, based off of not hitting our goal in that Golden Oaks just now. So, you know, Rocky Hurricane, you'll be all right, hopefully. But yeah. Just frustrating, man, because like I said, of all the times for me to bump into a horse, it would be on a horse with a bad temper rating. A bad toughness rating, Heart of Stone. So, you know, yeah, hopefully we can just bounce back next time out with her. But that's all I can do. Max stamina here. Aboard with the Rocky Hurricane. Less than 5 furlongs to go. It's grade 2 on the dirt. And like I said, he might be better suited for the dirt, and I hope so, because it would be awesome for him to be our version of like Naked Chariot for the rest of his career. That'd be really fun. And I could totally see him sneaking away with some dirt grade 1 wins. Here I am, rock you like a hurricane. Let's go, my guy. Nice, 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 nice. and this should be smooth sailing as long as the field doesn't rush us here too soon. We do have a late rush from the 1. Come on, Rock. Hold on there, bud. Just going to hold on. Rocket Hurricane with the handicap. Let's go. I know he's exhausted, but I put him in that race in the dirt with the handicap for a reason. I wanted to see just what he could do. He did it. He wins it by more than 2. And Rocket Hurricane staying strong here for us. Gotta love that. Let's go. Here I am. Rock you like a hurricane. Gosh, freaking love that song. Always will. One of the greatest songs of that time, in that era, for sure. Come on now. Especially from that genre. Rocky Hurricane does it, not by 2 lanes, a length and a half, actually, over Dancing Opera. They gave me an S across the board, though. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to do with Rocky Hurricane. I feel like if I bump him to grade 1s, we're going to struggle to win them. We'll always probably hit the board in the top 3, top 5 for sure. I don't want to do that with him. That feels like a waste. I would rather stack grade 2s with him on the turf and the dirt. And I think that's what we're going to do. So great win there for Rocky Hurricane in that grade 2. What am I looking for? Hearthstone. For some reason I don't have her on. Excuse me. Don't have her in my notes. So apologize while I get this together for that last entry. Gosh, I'm so bummed about that. You guys get it though, right? When you have those races and you're just like, ah. And for some of you, maybe on your playthroughs, like you actually reload the files, that's fine, I'm not judging. But for me, because I'm obviously doing a series all the time, like, and recording, like I just don't have time to do that unless it's like a special occasion. So yeah, that race is definitely still one of those I wish I could have back. I just can't express it enough because... But you know what? That's my fault. I let her drift back too far early, right? That's what most of you would say. Like, I shouldn't have let us get overtaken by three of those horses. If we were still at least behind, going for gold in 2nd or 3rd, at worst, then we would have been in a better position to avoid that. And yeah, it's a prime example. That was kind of me being lazy there, and I paid the price for it. So it's the only thing we can do. Yeah, we're gonna have to move on here. So we're up with Desert Runner in this grade 2 Columbia, 12.5, 3-year-olds and up. We're the favorite with Desert Runner, as we should be. Not really gonna do any post parade. Yeah, he has really good lungs, really good endurance, likes the pack, close race, okay. So that's what I like about him. This is a horse that'll show up when it matters. You need a horse like that in your barn somewhere, don't you? So here we go with Desert Runner in this grade 2 Columbia. Nice Game with the record. Does anybody know about that horse? I've never heard of Nice Game. Isn't this that song? No, different one. Okay. Some of them sound so similar at certain parts. So we're off in the grade 2 Columbia handicap here with Desert Runner. Going 12 furlongs or 11.5. So, just waiting to see what the field does. Because as usual in this game, as much as I love this game, guys, I am getting to a point where like I want to start playing it in a more selective way. Hence why I want to downsize the horses. Because there are some little nuanced things about this game that do drive me nuts after playing it for a while. Even if I'm taking breaks, I should say. You know what I mean? So it'll be nice just to play it only for like our very special season mode progress once we have like 15 horses instead of 27 or something, or 12. Downsizing to 12 would be even cool. But yeah, I'm excited to bring 2 Gallop Racer games into the fray here. Much more. Come August. I think that's the plan. August, you guys will see a change of Gallop Racer games and titles. And I'll just leave it at that. Some of which, obviously, we've played, but some of which will be new. So I'm excited for that. And I don't know what the long-term plan is outside of, obviously, handling it the same way I'm handling this series, more or less. But we may have some interesting things to go along with it, so we'll see. Be on the lookout for that. Here we go with Desert Runner. We don't have last corner leader or anything like that, so we just have to
And they're in the
Make the
home
long run, and there we go. Desert Runner to take off. And let's see how he works here. 2 furlongs left to go down the stretch in the Columbia Handicap. Desert Runner digging in. We have to catch the 13. That's Smoky Spear. That's the second favorite. Who's the closer? I don't know if that horse got the jump on us. Here comes Desert Runner to grind. Remember, we have close race okay. And we're going to fly past the 13. And there's Desert Runner to win the Columbia Handicap. That's why I picked this guy up in the market. What a horse. That's a tough race. That's a great run and a great ride there. And that makes me feel a lot better. Desert Runner. Awesome grade 2. Bouncing right off of stablemate Rock Your Hurricane. Boy's doing it. We had to go get that one. That's the difference. We really, really had to go get that one. We knew Rock Your Hurricane was going to win that grade 2 on the dirt pretty clearly. And we did. We really had to work for that one. Like, talk about lovely art coming for us at the end. Radiant Gray staying behind. I mean, look at that. What did that pay? The trifecta would have paid $5.50 most likely off of a $2 wager. It's pretty significant. So, yeah, even to win, I paid 3.5, which is higher than the usual win wager in this game. So, yeah, look at that Quinella and the Exacta, man. If you put some money on this, this is the type of day that, again, makes people real money. Desert Runner, lovely art. Radiant Grace, 14.98. Here at the 5th in Columbia, or excuse me, Washington, D.C. for the Columbia Handicap. Desert Runner gets it done. Let's go. Type of results I need, man. Those and those only. Desert Runner. Awesome win there. Moving on with Phoenix Rising here in the Dublin 1000 Gs. Sorry if you hear me making some adjustments. Again, I'm having to add some of these in real time. So, what are our odds today? They put us as the favorite and first Phoenix. What the bleep? Who are you? Copycat? Just kidding, you existed first. First Phoenix? I feel like I've never seen this horse. Interesting. Looks really similar to one of our horses statistically, but... Anyways, Phoenix Rising. This is what we're racing on here today. Our race to win, our race to lose. And I'm willing to take the pressure of that. So add this in here. First Phoenix. Yeah, that's different. Definitely different. But cool. It's nice to see another horse in here. But it was just like, wow. Us being on Phoenix Rising and then racing against First Phoenix, it's just kind of like, what the F? Who are you? Imposter! It's a Spider-Man pointing at each other meme. That's how it feels for me. So, just give me a little bit more time here. Get these notes in. Is this just 3-year-olds and up? I don't know if I put that correctly in my notes. But yeah, I want this to be more of a legacy series, guys. I think that's really what the point I'm trying to make. You know, there's other Gallop Racer titles that really have not been explored on YouTube and have been played very minimally. And like, I want to give them the same attention I gave this game. Gallop Racer 2003, I get it. It's just not that popular for most of the community, as some of the other titles are. And I still don't really know why to this day, even knowing some of the nuances that some people don't like, but to each their own. But yeah, this game, it's like, I really want to focus on making like elite super horses, man. And I want to prove that it can be done without having to use the best in-game sires and broodmares to do so, because that's usually what the community will tell you. I will tell you, you don't have to do that. You can, sure, use it. I do it, but like, don't rely on it solely, right? So, yeah, I just want to get to that point, man. That's pretty important for me in this journey of this channel. So, I'm sure most of you guys understand that.
The horses are on the track.
Phoenix Rising. Let's go, baby. Our race to win. My Gentle House out of Free Fear. I think Free Fear has been a better broodmare for us than Black Ruby, I was going to say. And then I was going to say something about Real Happy. So I had a major malfunction there. Like I'm on some Daft Punk like soundboard.
Great start.
Good start here for Phoenix Rising. got out like a rocket, man. Do, 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 do. Gosh, why can't we have another Gallop Racer? Guys, we have to figure it out. Okay? Yes, it's a financial obstacle, I think, for us as a community, but, like, we can figure it out, man. Anybody listening or watching that's a developer, jockey, trainer, driver, owner, groomer, whatever. We have to figure it out, okay? Like, there's enough of us playing this game that if it was coming out, there could be... Granted, I'll let you guys know after this race. But it can be done. That's my point.
2 furlongs to go.
Boom! Phoenix Rising! We're going for that record, baby. Real happy. Can we beat our own horse's record with a furlong left to go? 10-8 in that fraction. Phoenix Rising. Driving. 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 Ah, 11-4. Wow. Oh, man. Phoenix Rising. What a gal. What a gal. What a gal. She does it. Phoenix Rising. She's going to be your Dublin 1000 G's champion. Oh, no. Something told me I was going to miss that just as I did it. I'm like, nope. Awful timing. Oh, well. Not like they saved them in this game anyway. So stupid. I will complain about that for the rest of my Gallop Racer life. Like I said, like, there are so many little things that I love about this game. And then it's just like, why that? 14,000. Wow. Okay, I have to screenshot that. I don't think I've ever... I can't recall actually the last time I've hit 14K. I'm sure this is not the first time, but it feels like it's the first time. Wow. Let's go! Phoenix Rising! I mean, what can you say? She dominated that and blew it away with 777s and a Revo. Only thing she missed was the record. Which shows you how fast Real Happy was, right? For that race. Amazing. Let's go. What a win there for Phoenix Rising, our 3-year-old filly. That might move her up to double S. Ranking here as we move on to You Made Me Promises. This is love, it breaks my heart. Promises, promises. If you guys haven't noticed, most of the horses I name are based off of some of my favorite songs in life. So if you want to, I guess, have more of a glimpse into my world, a bit of things I may or may not resonate with. And just because you listen to a song doesn't mean I resonate with every word of that song, but imagine just vibing to that song. Yeah, sure. You know what I mean? That's me, right? Promises. One of those songs that absolutely love. So she's up here. Dublin 2,000 G's. Can she do what her stablemate does? They're saying she has 8th projected. Gotta say, I don't care who's in this race, and I respect the horses in this race very, very much. I feel disrespected. Stamina's not great, but we're running a mile. She's on the turf. It's a furlong shorter than she wants. She's got 75 speed, 74 heart. I'm not saying we're going to win, but top 4? Top 5? Not 8th? Come on, let's go. Promises, promises, do, 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 do. Oh, I wish I could play that song, but definitely copyright. Unfortunately, that's the only thing. I'm trying to figure out how I can immerse that into these videos, because I'm telling you guys, it would make the overall experience probably even more enjoyable. Live streams, offline stuff, maybe Patreon, sure, like Patreon videos I could probably do it for. Like offline Gallop Racer videos. Actually, I'm going to ask you guys that right now as we approach this grade 1. Would you pay for offline Gallop Racer videos like this, continued? And granted, like, everybody else will still see it. It's just if you want a Patreon experience where you can actually hear me playing this and listening to music I enjoy and being able to actually talk without YouTube filters, let me know. Because I'm going to do a Patreon for this channel. And I'm still figuring out the different layers of that. But that's definitely one of them. One of the ideas that I've always had in the back of my mind. So Let me know if you guys would potentially be up for that. Among any other ideas you'd like me to consider introducing. I'm all game. But I'll definitely probably do that as one of my first Patreon ideas regardless, so just keep that in mind. So I know I was supposed to be a little bit further with You Made Me Promises. We were riding 5th. I think we'll be okay. Okay, nice start. Oh, I feel like I sent her way too soon, didn't I? Maybe not. No, she's holding on. She's holding on. Furlong left to go. She's going to really be tested here. Ah, the power rating immediately comes to life. Oh, if she had a good power rating, she's hanging on there. Hang on, my girl. Did we just hang on for 8th? Wow. Oh my gosh. Imagine with a better power rating, we're winning that race. That's insane. Nervous Soul does get it done. Grand Line and then Cool Scissors. 4:13. 9. Yeah, I don't care what they say about the spurt. I know I sent her way too soon, but again, the power rating is what really destroyed us there in the end. Nothing else. Well, actually, no. Me sending her too soon is the other part, right? Let me tell the truth. Oh, talk about just making it, man. Oh my goodness. We're up here on the Regal Stakes with Flying Home, Flying Home. That's not even a song or anything. But it does make me think of Peter Pan for some reason, and I have no idea why. It might be because of that whole whimsical type of how Peter Pan fly. That's kind of what Flying Home feels like, in all honesty. She's that type of ride. It's fun, it's carefree. Even the last race, we didn't have a good result with her. I mean, I wasn't on her. None of her bad results, and I can't even say bad results. None of her non-first place results have really been on her, in all honesty. So that's why, like, it feels a bit bittersweet with her. Tough race, though. Final movie, Sparky Nova, the favorite, last Derby. She beats this field. She proves herself. And I think she's capable. And I think she should. And I think she... Can't say she will, because, again, I have to put proper respect on these horses. Somebody might say, oh, if you don't say it, you won't. You have to believe it. Yeah, no, I'm just a very, very, very realist, man. Very, very realist. That's not even English, but you get the point. Like, very realistic about being a realist. Now, granted, this is, I guess, her at her best. She's peaking. Or she's at her peak. Huh. Why did he start gazing out of Real Happy? Yeah, the only downside to Real Happy as a broodmare is that she doesn't have great stats in that response and toughness category and temper. So those aren't stats I like to carry on too long. She's, in this case, Flying Home. This filly will eventually be the broodmare that we probably use for like 2 foals and that's it. And hopefully those 2 foals will be much stronger, right? I don't want to use her as a broodmare for like 4 or 5, like no, 2 max. 2 max. Are we at Santa Anita? I think we are. I don't know why my voice went like that, but oh my goodness. It's been quite the episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. I mean, we've won most of our races, so that's always a plus, right? Yeah, we're in the gate. Blah, blah, blah. Perfect start. Let's go. And we're off. As always, she gets off well every time out the gates. It's like, it's a non-negotiable. Alright. I really want to win this one. I don't care who's in it. Final movie, last derby, final meal, final whatever, like, final roll-on, final pylon, final turf, final dirt, final sector. Last pylon, last tree, last meal, last dirt. Doesn't matter what their names are. We have to win, okay? That's the whole point.
Okay, this is where the race is won.
Sparky Nova, could you go away? No, you refuse to go away. Okay, we gotta go, we gotta... Ah, no way, no freaking way. That's fair, that's fair, that's fair. I let it happen. Let it happen. Now we have to work for it. Well, we have a lot of stamina to make it work. Now Flying Nova's gonna have to compete. Come on. Flying Home and Sparking Nova. Oh, that's so annoying. Can she fight back? No. Sparky Nova is just a little bit too good. Furlong left to go. We're not going to catch him. Flying Home's going to try her hardest. Doggone, bro. Dog. That's so hard, man. I let that happen. That's another one of those cases where just a little bit too slow. And Sparky Nova sets the record, and it shows you how hard we were pushing that horse. 133-6 in the Long Beach Stakes. Essentially, the Long Beach Derby Stakes. Oh, man. Come on. We hit our goal, but yeah. Gosh, that's one of those races I want back, because we could have beat Sparky Nova. We were going to win. We all felt it, right? It was going to win. That and Heart of Stone. We're going to win both of those races, and yeah, a little bit of hesitation on my part cost us, and I have to own that as the jockey and the rider. I'm not even gonna put, like I said, that's not on the horse. She did the best she could. She's not Sparky Nova, right? But had we been able to get the jump, I think, on the inside and force Sparky Nova to take that wider trip, oh man. Revenge is up here in the Dublin Gold Cup. Scotch Type is the favorite. I'm putting all these horses in these races for a reason, though. I fully expected us to have results like these within the top 3, at least for most of these races, and that's been the case. We haven't finished outside the top 3 where we were expected to, or weren't expected. So, yeah, it's a tough race. Gosh, I don't even need to go through the field. I just have to focus on Revenge, top 5. What I'm lacking with Revenge and Flying Home there is speed. Flying Home was only 79 max. Revenge is only 74. Right now, at his peak, probably 78. Not ideal long term still. I personally want better. I want low to mid 80s, not high to mid 70s. I'll take it if the horse is just so well put together, and if it's an endurance horse. If we're running anything over, like, I'm gonna say 11 or 12 furlongs, yeah. I need my horse to have a little bit more speed. This is 10.5. We might just make out here with Revenge, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. And here's the thing as well, why I want to cut down the horses. Because those races that we lost, if I'm honestly, guys, breeding the type of horses I want exclusively, despite horses I love and I have a nostalgic attachment to or personal attachment to because it's my horse or one of your horses, like if I could really breed the way I want, I think I would have horses capable of still winning those races. Which means our winning percentage would be very high, but yeah, that's kind of the point. Which is also why I think it's important for us to start implementing and introducing new fresh horses, a batch of new horses into the game that we can breed that I will probably never ride. I just have to keep reminding people of that because some of you watch all of these videos. Some people only watch a couple of videos every now and then. So that's the plan. With breeding, some years, we just let those horses go. Maybe for 1 year, we decide we're going to exclusively just do, competition breeding only, which means we're breeding horses to compete against, right? And I need you guys to take that as serious as I will be, okay? It's very important. I need to rely on you guys for that. So think about horses that would be fun to compete against, and if we're in a position to maybe get a ride, we'll take the opportunity when we can. Here we go with Revenge. We got a great start. Great start with Revenge. And that's what I needed with Flying Home in that last race. 2 furlongs left to go. Revenge trying to make this happen here. Can he do it? And that's the jump I needed with Flying Home. I'm telling you, we would have won that race. Oh, who's that closing? That's nice letter closing at the end. What on earth? Revenge, hold on, buddy, hold on. Nice letter could have just got us at the line or we just held on. But either way, it's the top 2. Yeah, nice letter just gets us. Oh, man. Nothing I could do there. Nothing. Yeah, nothing I could do. Second place for Revenge there. That's tough. That's so tough because that was a great ride. And again, I think all of our horses have been running their hearts out, right? Not a single horse that's competed, to me, has dropped out just for the sake of dropping out. They've literally ran to their limits, and we're just hitting the limit. That's the truth of what's happening. Nice Letter and Us, both expected to finish third, essentially hit the line for first and second. Like, what on earth? Wow. Scotch Type was closing. I know they're giving me C for the spurts, and that's ironic because if I'm winning these races, they're giving me an A or an S. You know what I mean? Like, these are tough races I was in, man. That was a tough batch of races. And we only didn't complete one of our goals. But as you can see, it's all first, second, and thirds with the exception of You Maybe Promises, who just finished 8th. But, yeah, like I mean, that was a tough stretch of races, guys. Like, on different horses, are these sweeps? Possibly. But, like, you know, I think it was a realistic impression of where we are with these horses that we raced on today. We're approaching 50 minutes, so I figure that's a good point to leave off with. And hold our head up high with that. But oh, honestly, we still probably... How much racing do we have this remaining? 3 races today. Alright, here's the deal. We're going to schedule races right now, finish those 3, and close out. Yeah, so Desert Runner, great win for you in that Grade 2 Columbia. First Greatest Stakes win, many more to come. 11 to 18 on the turf for him. Just give you a little bit of a layoff and get you ready to go. Not really finding anything worthwhile, because there's not always races that are over 11 furlongs. You just kind of take that for granted. Right? Yeah, not ideal. Nothing in June, that's for sure. And there's only 10 furlong races in July. I don't want to go that long racing him. The Star Festival will carry a handicap, but I think it's appropriate, so we'll do that for him. Flying Home, we just missed out with you, my girl. Just missed out. Ah, man. Yeah, grade 1s are getting tough, but she is... It's hard to say. This is her at her peak. Like... Yeah. We had a grade 2 that we lost. It's kind of weird, and yeah, she still hasn't... She's at her peak, but still hasn't peaked. We're in the grade 2 Boston in August. You know what? That's fine. A 3-month layoff might actually do us good with her. Revenge. Just missed out as well in the Dublin Gold Cup. Revenge can be retired, and he's a horse that, you know, I think that's the limit of what we can do on the turf. We can win those races sometimes. Part of me feels like he might be stronger on the dirt, or I'm just hoping he is. So I'm willing to take that shot with him. 10 to 15. Let's try him out on the dirt. He at least has a decent rating for it. Caesar's Cup? Why not? Oh, he'll be in the green. I actually want to wait till he's healthy and ready to run again. Keep forgetting I can just do this. Nothing in July, really, except for a grade 3, and I don't really want to do that with Revenge. And no dirt grade 1s in August. We could settle for the grade 2 Sapro. That's a 3-month layoff for Revenge. Is that appropriate? You know, he's been a weird horse because he peaked early and he's going to probably have a decline. His response and heart rating are going to stay high for a while. Same with the power rating. The speed is going to be problematic once it gets to like low 60s, but he's a horse I can still probably race for another year. So I think the layoff for that dirt race is actually okay. Let's actually run him in the Nagano. Does he need more speed for that? Yeah, probably. So let's just do... Where's that grade 2? Sapro. You're not Sapro. You are. Right. Here I am. Rock you like a hurricane. Gets it done. 2 back-to-back grade 2 victories. And like I said, I'm sticking to grade 2s with him for the rest of his career. I want to only see red with the grade 2 symbols there. And granted, like, I'll put him in grade 1s when I think they're appropriate. They want him in the Sprinters Cup? I don't. Not yet, at least. That's in October. Like, no, he can race a little bit more between now and then. Spring Mile? I want to save that for somebody else, just in case. Pluto. If we want to run him in 6, we'll run him there. How about that? Okay, we did not lose Heart of Stone, thank goodness. 59 stamina. Yeah, that was kind of evident in that race. That's not ideal. 70 power. Find Gentle House again on the Chasing Hearts. Yeah, 2 second place finishes in the grade 1s. She ready? She's not going to get that much better, but... to me, those are 2 races she could have won. I'm not going to give up on putting her in grade 1 just because we've, I think, honestly, been a victim of circumstances. So, we'll bounce back. Can you run on the dirt? Gentle House and Chasing Hearts. I don't think so. I don't really want to take a chance while she's at her, getting close to her prime. Not yet, at least. Could race her in the London Crown. She still won't be ready for that, though. Because then she'll need, like, an actual layoff after that, which means missing a lot of these races. 8 to 14. She doesn't really have... I don't know. How about this? Let's... She won't be at the blue until, like, July, for honest. She feels like that type of filly. I feel like I could race her more consistently, but, like, she won't recover. And 46, yeah. No, she's a horse we have to take seriously. So if we have to race her every 2 or 3 months, then that's just what we have to do. It's not really worth risking anything. So Dublin Oaks, I think that's actually a good time to have her back. Despite that being longer, but she can run that at 12. We'll see how she does. If she finishes in the top 3, I'll dictate if I'll still keep putting her in grade 1s or not. If she wins it, we keep putting her in grade 1s. I think it's better to win with her. Phoenix rising off of that big grade 1 win. And she's been on a winning streak. 6 finishes in the top 2 of her 7 lifetime starts. With the first grade 1 victory. Phoenix Rising, I said that would bump her up to double S. Congratulations on the graduation here for Phoenix Rising. Moving up to double S. Yeah, beautiful win there for Phoenix Rising. Alright, you go 9 to questionable, we don't know. We're not going to wait that long to race her. You know, she feels like a horse that can run in the summer sprint, but I don't know if she's ready yet. So I'm not going to just throw her in there just for the sake of it. That would feel premature. I will put her in the super sprint, though. Yeah, she's capable of running the sprint, but I don't know. I'm okay just holding off for now. Because I know if I put her in that race, I'll probably regret it because there's another horse that probably will be better suited with the higher speed figure. So yeah, you made me promises. We gotta now get back into a working window. Yeah, not great stamina. She goes 9 to question mark, which is most of them. Yeah, 8th for that grade 1. That's kind of reflective maybe of where the game really thinks she's at. She might be a grade 2 horse, grade 3 chaser. Actually, I'm gonna... she's not ready for that. These are perfect races to run those fillies in, but you know what? There's probably other horses that'll be in those races. It's like no sense. If I'm trying to win with her, I should be serious about trying to win with her, right? Let's drop her in class in July and see what she does. I'd rather have my horses win more races at their respective level than chase wins at levels that they really can't hit consistently enough, you know? Realizing it's pretty important, I mean. I actually think we're going to call it here. We'll pick up with these 3 races next time out, and then we'll add more, obviously, to the card. Supposed to be looking for a horse. What was his name? Can't remember, but I'll recognize it once I see it. Do 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 do. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Appreciate the free love and support as always. Yeah, let me know any ideas you guys may have in regards to a couple of things I talked about today. And yeah, I really need to make progress, and I'm still like just putting horses in races for the sake of putting them in races. I think I'm done with that after this episode officially. So now it's about looking at the grade 2s, grade 3s remaining, and I'm just gonna preemptively already probably just do it offline. Schedule horses out for those races ahead of time, and then once we get to the playthrough, it's like, okay, I'm sticking to this unless they're chasing a grade 1 title. Otherwise, there's really no point to put them in grade 1s just for the sake of putting them in grade 1s. I think it's about winning where you're supposed to be winning consistently, whether that's at the grade 2, grade 3 label, even if it's an open, I should say. If I can get my words together, I think that's important as well. So just want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. But yeah, the horse is not here. I know the horse, I just can't remember the name. If you guys remember the name, please remind me. So yeah, still a lot of horses, guys. You see, still a lot of racing. But the great thing is a lot of these horses are not actually racing until August, which is great. So I am starting to think now that maybe we should be skipping the summer. Like I said, we really need to get ready for the Dream Series. I should be skipping the summer really anyways, and only putting horses in races that are chasing active grade 1s or in a title hunt. I mean, yeah, the title hunt chasing grade 1s, or yeah, in a championship title hunt. Same thing. But yeah, I think after everybody races this month, if they don't have something immediately, like I said, on that path for 2, 3, 4-year-old, whatever, yeah, I'm going to give them a layoff, and that'll allow me to at least move through the next 3 months pretty quickly. So that's what I think I'll do. So maybe a bit of time in between episodes here. Maybe not. Hoping I can get around to it quicker than later. But yeah, that'll do it. Appreciate you guys for love and support again. Until next time, HRG signing out. Be great for Saturday. I'll see you later, and goodbye.